Focus. Ideate. Innovate. Enable.
Hello and welcome to Hindustan Unilever and CNBC TV 18 present Lessons in Marketing Excellence Season 10. This is part 2 of the semi-final round and the excitement continues to build up. Today, 4 teams get a chance to fight for a spot in the finals. At the semi-finals, contestants have to come up with marketing solutions for Hindustan Unilever to enter the ready-to-eat segment. The 4 teams that will make their presentations today are Innov-I from I.I.M. Indore, When Life Gives You Lemons from MDI Gurgaon, Equilateral Triangle from SPJIMR Mumbai, and Team Sparta from IIM Ahmedabad. With that, it's time to meet the jury panel for the day whose decisions will influence the fate of the teams on L.I.M.E's journey. We have Vipul Mathur, he's the Regional Brand Leader, Tea, South Asia at Hindustan Unilever. Pushkraj Chennai, CEO of L.I.M.E Lever. And of course, CNBC TV 18's very own Manisha Natarajan. Time to get started then now. The first team to present is Innov-I from I.I.M. Indore. Innov-I, can we have you up here, please? So you have 7 minutes to impress the jury here. At the end of the 7th minute, the buzzer will sound out. You must stop right then. So all the best to you all, and your time starts now.
We are Team Innov-I and our big idea is the fruit-flavoured Rasgulla under the brand Kisan. We have analysed the RTE landscape in India based on category reach and future potential, and we found that desserts is the most favourable category to venture in. In our consumer research on 104 people, we found that 93% like sweets and 63% of non-vegetarians eat sweets after meals. We also found that 48% youngsters eat sweets when craving strikes, and 52% millennials eat sweets after meals. This led us to identify 2 target segments. The craving youth, who are students and young office goers, impulsive by nature and like indulging in savouries, and traditional millennials, who are busy adults wanting a healthy life and they miss childhood. Therefore, we suggest launching packaged RTE Rasgullas in 7 natural fruit flavours. We also performed in-depth interviews which gave us the following insights. Consumers like to indulge but are health conscious. Educated consumers fear adulteration by local shopkeepers. Adult consumers associate sweets with family bonding, occasions and nostalgia. This led us to our core value proposition for Kisan Rasgullas, an indulgence into the sweetness of childhood entangled with the goodness of fresh real fruits to satisfy cravings and unite families in a healthy way. The product will have 3 SKUs, Chotu Pack 2-piece, Share Pack 6-piece and Family Pack 16-piece. The product will have more natural taste and lesser calories. We have chosen Kisan as the parent brand for the following reasons. It is an indigenous gem of HUL, which is better association for a traditional sweet. It is known for fresh fruits, a sense of natural and good quality, and a variety of flavors. Our positioning statement is as follows. Kisan Rasgulla is the sweet you can indulge in anywhere and anytime that delivers taste without compromising on health and gives you a feeling of nostalgia. The price of the 3 SKUs are Rs 35, 99 and 240 respectively. There is a 20% markup to the competitor's pricing that is justified by product and packaging innovation. For place, we will be present in both traditional trade channels like department stores and supermarkets, as well as modern trade channels like college cafes, food delivery apps and e-commerce platforms. The packaging of the product will use tin cans and a plastic spoon.
In our Facebook campaign, we created a carousel with 4 cards for the craving youth. We communicated the proposition of providing instant indulgence with the values of real fruits. We targeted Tier 1 citizens having the age group of 18 to 24 years and with a proper educational background. We started with Kolkata, Mumbai and Bangalore and later moved into Noida and Orissa as well. Our psychographic segmentation involved a series of specific interest and behavioral segmentation. We targeted food lovers in SEC A and B who like desserts, specifically Rasgullas, and behaved as impulsive or engaged shoppers in Facebook. The outcome? We received 575 post engagements with 336 ad clicks. Total link clicks were 178. Our CPC is Rs 7.86 with 1.1% CTR, and we spent only Rs 86 to get 1000 impressions. We also generated 124 likes and loves inorganically. Hence, we can see that people love the idea, ad costs are low, and this is only for the craving youth segment.
We follow the traditional distribution model and we use modern trade channels via key account managers. We leverage on Kisan's robust distribution network because of the similarities in SKU size and the packaging effectiveness. We now move on to the 3 promotional campaigns that we propose to launch. In our very first Share a Smile campaign, 7 happy drawings will be used, which are made by kids to give a personalized touch to the packaging of the different flavors. Volunteers will offer these customized packages to the stressed office goers in exchange for a smile, in order to add a little bit of sunshine to the gloomy days. Further, a video of this with a hashtag Share a Smile campaign will be published on various digital media platforms. The second campaign is mainly focused on the craving youth. We will partner with all the food delivery apps and we'll deliver a free Chotu pack with all the food that they order. Following this, a pop-up option of adding a dessert will be available on these apps where the customers will get an instant dessert solution.
What was the reason to start from Kolkata? Your premise was that there is very little trust from local manufacturers. That's a market which is dominated. Probably, I might be wrong, but in the Rasgulla market, you've picked up the toughest market to crack. The traditional bastion of a traditional Rasgulla. Why is that?
So we decided to go with Kolkata initially because we found out that the growing population is more of the youth who is well educated in West Bengal, and therefore they are understanding the fact that these local players do not make the sweets in a very proper condition. Therefore, what happens is they have an inhibition to go for the traditional sweets and they move to the modern sweet offerings which are there in the market. So we wanted to break this barrier and try to understand what this market, the inherent nature of this market was towards the traditional sweets, towards having rasgullas. That's the favorite. So we wanted to get it back on track, and we found out that we got the highest number of clicks on our ad from this city only.
Thank you, Team Innov-I. Well, it's time now for the next team on the show. This one is from MDI Gurgaon, called When Life Gives You Lemons. Come on up, team. So one simple rule here, the time limit is 7 minutes. That's all you have to impress this very eminent jury here. And after that, of course, they will grill you with their very tough questions. All set?
Yes.
Yep. Okay. All the best, and your time starts now.
The current size of RT market is 20.4 billion, which is growing at a CAGR of 6%. There are 4 specific benefits for which RT products are currently being consumed. That being quick on-the-go breakfast, which is hotly contested, lunch and dinner alternatives, easing the process of cooking, which is dominated by ready-to-cook, and traveling meals for the travelers. But what we observe is that the convenience is the overarching value proposition of the RTE products, which is no longer the unique selling proposition of the RTE product, given the advent of food delivery apps such as Zomato and Swiggy.
We proudly introduce to you Kisan Fun Fusions. Fun Fusions is envisioned as a RTE product, a range of RTE products, which promise to provide a Western spin to the traditional Indian delicacies that we have all come to love. We'll be launching firstly in the northern Indian region, where we want to launch 4 varieties of parathas with interesting flavors such as olive, jalapeno, corn cheese, and so on. The pack of 2 will cost rupees 52 to the end consumer. Analyzing the Facebook campaign that we ran, so our simple strategy was to create a simple relatability with the problem that the mothers face and bring out the core benefit of our product. We ran a campaign in the 16-kilometer radius of Gurgaon, where we looked at parents with kids between the ages of 6 to 18. Initially, we were targeting only mothers, but then we realized that fathers too have some appeal with regard to this product. Secondly, we looked at engaged shoppers because they tend to have higher trial rates for new products. So with a budget of 5,000 rupees and over a period of 7 days, we were able to garner 43,662 impressions with clicks on the buy now button coming in at 236 at an average cost per click of 21.19, a CTR of 0.81%, which is encouraging given the industry average of 1%. Lastly, the cost per 1,000 impressions came to rupees 114.19.
Next, I'll be talking about the go-to-market strategy for Kisan Fun Fusions. First up, we've got school sampling. Chefs, nutritionists, food bloggers, these are people that mothers can associate with when it comes to food. So these people will be targeted and brought on board. Further, they'll get product reviews and also build up hype to product launches. During our research, we found out that apart from Facebook, Instagram and Pinterest also have a great traction when it comes to food segments. So curated content will be posted on these social media platforms as well. We also will run modern trade trials to drive saliency for the product. I'll just walk you through the business case now. Our assumptions for the business case are that the product has been launched only in City X as of now, and our sales projections are based on the Nielsen Basis 2 method. First up, we have the cost per acquisition of rupees 343. This is justified considering the high customer lifetime value that we get out of it. The cost price per unit is rupees 25 and the selling price, as mentioned earlier, is rupees 52. We get the revenues at close to rupees 3 crore for the first year and profit after variables of around 38%. Now, after we account for the marketing expenses and other fixed expenses, we expect to generate EBIT margins of close to 10 to 12%. And the payback for marketing expenses is close to 6 to 7 months. Our long-term vision for scaling up is that when we were doing our research, again, we found out that children get hungry by the time schools get over and they're looking for unique and novel options which they find when they go home. But some of them also look for these snacks at cafes and canteens within the college campus, school campus. So these form a very important channel for Kisan Fun Fusions. We'll also have expanding into different products. For example, we have parathas right now, but pineapple halwa, Chinese upma, these are some of the products that we have in the pipeline.
Our memories reel back to the times when we were children and we pestered our mothers. So with our solution, we proudly present to you Kisan Fun Fusions, and we hope that HUL implements this someday and brings a smile to the faces of our mothers. Thank you.
236 clicks.
Yes.
Right? You have a hypothesis on why only so many people were interested after delivering a large number of impressions?
All the mothers very comfortable in buying from an e-commerce site because our link said that buy now. Maybe mothers would not be interested in buying that product right there from that point of point of sale. They might be okay, this is the product that I might buy from a general trade or a modern trade. So that might be one of the case.
Especially since it's for the product is for their children. They'd want to be very sure about the product before they are going ahead with buying it and serving it to the child.
Hence the sampling and the modern trade trials.
Thank you very much, team. Well done. Well, it's time for a very short break right now. Coming up on the other side, two more teams who are raring to go. So stay tuned to L.I.M.E Season 10. Welcome back to Hindustan Unilever and CNBC TV 18 present Lessons in Marketing Excellence Season 10. This is part 2 of the semi-finals. It's time now for Equilateral Triangle from SPJIMR to share their marketing ideas for the case study. Can we have the team up here, please? Welcome, team. And your 7 minutes are about to begin. That's the time you have for impressing the jury here. At the end of the 7th minute, the buzzer sounds out. Stop right there and answer the jury's questions.
We realize that people are increasingly becoming health conscious and are concerned about the preservatives that go into the food products that they consume, for which they seek validation from nutritionists or dietitians. From our targeted primary survey, we realized that around 45% of our respondents had apprehensions about RTE. The elements of reassurance that we need to introduce in order to tilt the balance are tasty products which are healthy. Marrying the preferences of our consumers with the insight behind the choices that they make, our tasty products need to address the health concerns of our consumers while feeding their nostalgia. Based on our interaction with the potential consumers and our big idea at the crux of it, we have decided to launch dabbas and curries as packets full of nutrients, taste and memories. For our taste lovers, we have chatar patar in the form of flavored mashed potatoes. As a snack, we zeroed in on our primary target group, that is the busy bees. Busy bees are the modernist working bachelors and young couples who are convenience seekers. Their attitudes, higher disposable income, and the fact that regular meals are a myopic priority to them make them the primary target group. Our secondary target group are the high flyers, the price-conscious college students staying away from home, having little to no culinary skills. Early engagement with the high flyers will ensure customer retention when they become busy bees.
What we are offering retains nutrients, taste and aroma, and hence it is the closest substitute to homely food. This is our value proposition. Ab ghar jaisa khana, fatafat hai banana. To test our proposition and see how much of our target group resonates with it, we launched a Facebook campaign. We came up with 3 ad sets in our campaign. One of our ad sets, which had tiny tales of memories, garnered 64% of the total clicks, which in itself reinforces the fact that our proposition is well in place.
Combining the philosophy of Knorr, which is providing authenticity in a way which is honest, feels light and is progressive, along with the state-of-the-art technology, we will be providing foods and products which would make our customers happy.
Since we'll be launching a new product line in marketing, our primary focus would be on awareness and trials. To start with, our product would be launched by the famous nutritionist Rijita Dwekar because of the fact that people look for consultation from the nutritionist while making their food choices, as we mentioned in the beginning. We would also be putting up live food counters at cinema halls and at shopping malls because the footfall of our target group in these places is very high. Apart from this, Facebook ads and Instagram ads would also be run because of their high reach. Apart from this, we'll be collaborating with the home delivery startups and the college canteens to get in close contact with our customers and give them trials and samples. We'll also be organizing various cookery competitions using our product mashed potato and sponsor various college events. For all these marketing campaigns, we have planned to allocate a budget of 64 lakhs. And as per our conservative calculation, the cost per acquisition for us would be 670 rupees per user. So here we are presenting homely food with Nor Fatafat. To wrap it up all,
we are ready to eat.
Are you?
Thank you.
Thank you.
When I think of homemade food, there's a lot of association with simplicity, purity, lack of anything that's sort of harmful, chemicals, etc. How will you ever convince me that something that I'm buying off the shelf will have that same effect? Because I'll be extremely skeptic of that.
Sir, as we mentioned, our launch would be done by Rujuta Duvekar, who's a very famous nutritionist, and we'll also be garnering more people whom people believe and look out for information from. So there are people in the industry and in the experts whom people trust and listen to. So we'll have those people in loop so that people trust us that what we are offering is very right.
What differentiates your product?
What we are saying is our product will be available as a contingency when they do not want to take that effort, that psychological cost of finding the restaurant, choosing a particular dish, waiting for the person to come and then have it. That is when exact convenience we are providing.
All right, good job, team. Thank you very much. Time to move on now to our next team. This one is called Team Sparta from IIM Ahmedabad. Only one rule to follow, which is that you have a total of 7 minutes to impress the jury here. At the end of the 7th minute, you'll hear the buzzer ring. Please stop immediately and be ready to answer their questions.
Sure.
All set?
Yep.
Okay. All the best, and your time starts now.
For entry in a ready-to-eat breakfast market, who will be the best customer, an ideal customer? He will be someone who has a time crunch, who has no helping hand. At the same time, he has a good enough disposable income to buy and use such a product. On the basis of these criteria and the data available in the case, we have found out 2 target groups. One is supermom and second is early jobbers. Breakfast is the place which is least crowded and the best place to start. And we have a perfect brand for it, Kisan. Kisan is already associated with breakfast. At the same time, we have the target group which we have chosen has a legacy connect with it. And the kind of values and characteristics we want our customer to associate with our product, like homely, trust, usefulness, health, these are associated with Kisan. So a Kisan breakfast will be a perfect place to start. Kisan quick meal, jam shakes with crunchy cereals in a different compartment. So our proposition is healthy breakfast in a box. So easy that you won't be able to miss it. At the same time, you will be having the health benefits of milk and cereals, at the same time convenience of a new packaging. So we will be providing you a wholesome, tasty, yummy, healthy breakfast at just price 49 rupees.
So we ran a campaign in FB. So basically our strategy was simple. We wanted our creatives to be aesthetically appealing. It should be real life in nature. It should be genuine. We wanted not only to show what it looks outside, but also what it would be looking inside. And talking about the message, it should be clear that no more missing your breakfast. And we had a pretty encouraging result as well. We had a cost per click of 5.8 and a CPM of rupees 47. But the greatest takeaway from this campaign, which we consider, is the excavation of a new target group. So first, build awareness through social media and with the help of radio. And our product, it's new. The taste is new. The packaging is different. It's innovative. So we want to go heavy on sampling. So we're going in 5 different avenues: in-store, school, campuses, office, and e-commerce. So this is the overall plan in which we'll be trying to roll out this launch.
What's the shelf life?
Shelf life, we are planning 1 month.
You'll need cold storage for even 24 hours.
Yes, we will be having to set up a cold storage supply chain.
What differentiates your product from home consumption, where an option of using muesli or fruit and nut muesli and adding fresh milk to it and consuming it is already available at a fraction of the cost.
Yeah, and every house has fresh milk. I mean, preserved milk versus fresh milk is a big challenge.
So what we believe is that time crunch is too crucial for our TG, and this is mainly for on-the-go consumption. So many of us, this is actually product for people who misses their breakfast.
Guys,
at the same time,
this kind of a liquid on the go is a tough thing. Decide. Do you want people to eat it at home, or do you want people to eat it while they're traveling in a car?
Ma'am, actually, we targeted both things. It can be used at the home. For example, if you're getting late, if you have only 5 minutes, you can just have your breakfast and you can leave. At the same time, this is just one kind of packaging which we suggested. The another one which we projected in the presentation is the one which is which can be easily used on the go for the on-the-go consumption. So we are targeting both things.
Thank you very much, team. And with that, we've come to the end of part 2 of L.I.M.E Season 10's semi-final rounds. We'll be back next time with 3 more teams as they present their marketing solutions for real-life case study given to them by Hindustan Unilever. Until then, from the entire team, goodbye and thank you for watching.
Focus. Ideate. Innovate. Enable.